how you guys doing? I hope you're all well. So in my previous video I told you I was gonna come and talk to you about why I haven't necessarily been filming as much social work videos here on the channel. So yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a chat. This is gonna be like a little bit like whatever comes in mind I'm gonna talk to you about. So yeah, there isn't gonna be much of a structure I feel like I've been sharing most of my social work career with you guys since I got my very first job, and I was so nervous and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And yeah, I've been sharing that since then up until now. So yeah, I just want to like let you know the highs and lows and what's happening right now and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys find this video insightful and at least I get things that I have to say off my mind, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been practicing social work from, I think, since 2013. I tend to forget. I think, yeah, 2013. So I've been a social worker for approximately 5 years now. And before I became an official social worker, when I was at uni, I was a support worker. Like I was a youth support worker. So I did that for 2 years of my uni life, and then I got straight into social work after that. So I've been doing like, I've been working in the, you know, help kind of field for 7 years now, and I'm like young. I'm 28. Okay, so I'm pretty young, so I feel like that's a long time to be working in a particular field. Okay, so I went on holiday not too long ago. I was off work for about 3 weeks because I was just so tired, like just really burnt out, just exhausted. And then I was like, oh, you know, I need a break. I'm sure I'll be fine when I come back. Before I went on that holiday was so needed, because before I went on that holiday I was at that point where like I just didn't want to hear another traumatic story. And it wasn't because I didn't care about these people, of course I did, but I just wasn't in a good space myself to be able to be there for people that were struggling and stuff like that. So yeah, I just absolutely needed it. So it was great that I took that break. So usually when I go on my holiday and I come back, I'm more refreshed and I'm ready to get back into it and stuff like that. But this time that wasn't the case. Okay, like I'm just at this point like where I don't know if it's burnout. I don't know if I just need a career change. I don't know if I just need a job change, because I have been at this particular role for 3 years now. So it could be that I need a change in my routine kind of thing. But inside, I just know, like I just feel like I need some kind of change, like something needs to happen, you know? So yeah, that's where I'm at. That kind of summarizes how I'm feeling. And it's so funny, one of my subscribers made a comment. She asked me, oh, if I decided to change careers, what would I do? And let me read her comment to you guys, because it just sums up exactly where I'm at. Okay guys, so her initial comment to me was, hi Jasmine. Her name is Savina, by the way. She was like, hi Jasmine, have you ever thought of changing careers? If you had to, what direction would you go into? And then I responded saying, hi Sabina, so funny you asked this. I'm actually at the point where I'm considering other stuff. I'll make a video on this soon, which is what I'm doing now. And her next comment was, cool, I'm a social worker myself and I think I'm close to reaching my limit with this field. Not sure if it's exhaustion or being mentally checked out, or if it's just time to turn the page. Thank you Jasmine for the wonderful videos. And it just, like, she just sums it up. That's exactly how I'm feeling. That's where I'm at. Like, I don't know if it's time for a career change, or if it's time for me to change my role, or it's time to just stay home and do nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, and I laugh at that because I haven't done that for so long. Like, I've worked full-time for such a long time now. So I don't know if I will. I have thought about, you know, not working for a bit and then figuring myself out kind of thing. And I do have my skincare thing on the side that I do. So I do sell natural skincare and hair care. If you want to support me, it's lasheskinandhair.com. I'll link it in the description box below. But yeah, so I do get some money from that, and I make some change from YouTube as well. And I have a good amount of savings that can keep me going. So I could take a career break and maybe try and figure things out. But from what I've realized for myself, I feel like I can only figure things out when I'm actually doing things. Like, I realize that I like it or I don't like it by experiencing it, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm not too sure if I want to completely not work and just be home for a bit. But yeah, so this is where I'm at, guys. Like, I have come to the conclusion that I am moving on from my current job though, so I have started looking at other opportunities, which leads me on to my next topic. Applying for jobs has been a hassle for me because I don't know if I initially wasn't sure if I wanted to get back into social work. Like, I wanted to find another social worky type of job. So then I thought about, oh, maybe I should do a social work job part-time and then have a few days at home just working on my natural skincare and stuff. And then I also thought about maybe completely changing fields, and that was tricky because I was like, what am I going to do if I didn't want to do social work? If I wanted to do something that didn't involve like hearing traumatic stories and stuff like that, what exactly could I do? That's not retail, because there's no way I'm going to go do retail. That's like so hard, and yeah. So I was like, oh, what could I do? So I started looking online and stuff like that. A few things that kind of stuck out to me were like being an admin worker in a university or something along those lines. That seemed attractive to me. Like, I wouldn't mind working with students at all. But the only thing that I was concerned about regarding that was I couldn't help but think about, you know, that movie, The Devil Wears Prada. That personal assistant, she was like running around 24/7. So every time I think about an admin worker, that's what I think about. So that's the only thing that's kind of stopped me there. Another thing that I thought about was like being a well-being officer or something like that for a company, where I can support the staff that work for that company so their well-being is good and they're able to make money for the company, really. I saw a few roles around that. I don't really have a reason for not applying. It was just whatever. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's enticing, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, so, and I've seen so many social work jobs that I could get, really, but I think yeah, if I'm going to go back to social work, then probably I should do part-time so I can do other stuff just to balance it out. But this has been a hard space for me. I don't have any answers for you, Savina, because I'm basically in the same space as you are. But here are the things that I have kind of thought about, like around where I'll go or what I'll do. But yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. I am at this space where I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I will be moving on from my role soon. I will let you guys know the details of it when I know myself, when exactly I'm going to do that and all that stuff, and if I find something new and stuff like that. I'll definitely keep updating you. But if you guys are social workers and you have any thing you can share that you think will help me, or even if you're not a social worker but you've been at a point where you just wanted a change in your career and there was something you did that was helpful, leave it in the comment section below, because at this point I don't know what I'm doing still. Something needs to happen, I just don't know what it is. So I appreciate your comments and your thoughts and opinions and stuff like that on this. I also thought like this would be a good opportunity for me to tell you, I guess, some of the things that are kind of out of your control as a social worker, because I don't know if it's burnout that's making me want a career change or whatever, but I feel like every time before I go on holiday, I'm just at my tipping point. And I feel like I have been self-caring, like I have been self-caring as much as I can, like within my capability, you know, and capacity, I guess. Like, I'm not someone who works, I mean, I work Monday to Friday, and then I usually have my weekends, and you know, every now and again I might do a road trip somewhere, I might go in a spa, I might go get a massage here, I might just do meditation, I might do yoga. Like, I have a lot of self-care practices that I have in place, but I feel like before I go on holiday, I'm still smashed, like completely smashed. if I think sometimes you can only do so much for a client, you know what I mean? Like wait list, availability of things, the capability of the client to be engaged in whatever support you're able to provide to them. Those kind of things are all external factors that are not in your control, you know what I mean? And sometimes it can be really difficult to come to terms with it. For me especially if you want to help someone, you're like, oh no, you couldn't have done that, you shouldn't have gone back to him, like you shouldn't have, you know, oh, you were doing so well, you know what I mean? And I mean, if it's just one client then it's okay, but if you're seeing like 30 clients and a lot of them are feeling that way, sometimes you can start to feel like this is not going anywhere kind of thing. And I feel like that could have had an impact. And another thing is like red tape, like going through approval systems and the politics of it all. And you know, you became a social worker because you want to help people, but it's not, you don't just go out and help people, you do it through organizations. And I mean, you can just go out and help people, but if you want to be a social worker, most of the time you're going to work with an organization, and they have their own policies and practices and stuff like that, and you have to work through that regardless of what it is. And that is not always in your favor kind of thing. It's not always how you wish it were kind of thing, and that can get frustrating and that can get difficult, and that can lead to burnout in my opinion. If you're unlucky and you don't have a positive working environment where everyone is a bit dramatic, that can be very difficult to navigate as well. Luckily for me, my direct co-workers are amazing, and I couldn't have asked for better co-workers. They become really dear friends to me, and I'm so grateful. And they're like one of the reasons why I'm still at this job, to be honest, because sometimes I worry, like, am I ever going to find such great co-workers? But yeah, so those were a few factors that I guess I was thinking about, like why I may be in this space where I want to change. You know, I think these factors would have contributed to it, because sometimes it's just out of your control. You want to support people, but sometimes you don't want to go through all the hoops to do that, you know what I mean? And yeah, so that's a few things that I wanted to add to my comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, please, and show your support, and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And I really hope we can start a conversation in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.